the owner had been on record as saying that she sort of supported Trump but didn't want to have him round for dinner. Which, yeah. But yeah,
that's how I feel about Trevor.
Okay, question number 1. A police box, an hourglass, a car, and a jacuzzi are all types of what? Now, while you two are thinking about that, to everyone else, welcome to the latest episode of Evil Trivia, the podcast. I am Leo, and I'm joined by Trevor and Graham. And you can play along with us here, but you can also head to our Patreon, patreon.com/eviltrivia, where we have this round and many, many others of rounds from Evil Trivia, which is our trivia night in New York City. Just like we play it at the bar, round 1 is the hidden theme round, which means that one or more words from every answer are connected by some kind of hidden theme, which Trevor and Graham are going to try and figure out as they go along. It's worth points in itself, but it'll also help them get questions they were stuck on earlier. So, do you guys have an idea? You need a repeat on that one?
I'm definitely gonna need a repeat. I love these. I love these, like, what connects these things. These are my favorite types of questions. I would love to hear it again.
Yeah. Good, I'm glad, because I actually, when I was writing this question, I was thinking that like you like these ones. And I also love these ones because I feel like there's so little information in a way, but you don't even know which part of your brain to draw on yet. So the question was a police box, an hourglass, a car, and a jacuzzi are all types of what?
I mean, like, I'm thinking it's definitely not Monopoly pieces, but like I'm trying to think of like, you know, like
what is a police box?
I think it's like the box that you can like call the police from that's like on the street.
Okay.
You know, like one of those like blue,
like an emergency.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. Maybe it's just the box police come in and you like GI Joes you have to open them up. I mean, they could be. I mean, a car is definitely Monopoly piece. I don't think a jacuzzi is. But are there other board games that would have these things? I mean, like Clue, you can't murder somebody with a jacuzzi. I mean, you could actually know that you could definitely murder somebody with a jacuzzi.
How would you, if you were going to kill someone with a jacuzzi, how would you do it?
Well, I'd buy him a drink first.
I was thinking more Looney Tunes Anvil drop, but I like Trevor. I like Trevor's social murder.
Yeah. Kill him with kindness.
I love that you think like you have them in a jacuzzi, and then your method of killing them is nothing to do with them being in a jacuzzi. Like you can just drop an anvil on them anywhere. They don't have to be in a jacuzzi for you to drop an anvil on them. It's just incidental. It's just incidental that they're in a jacuzzi.
Unless he's dropping a fully watered jacuzzi onto someone, then then it's very pertinent, and they're very heavy when they have that much water.
Death by jacuzzi. I see it.
You could get a full jacuzzi and then take another full jacuzzi and put it upside down, so it's like a clamshell of. We're not gonna get this one. I think we need to go to the next question.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. Chicken foot, matador, and muggins are all popular variants of game using what objects whose name has surprisingly no connection to the number 2 in any language? I'll say that again. Chickenfoot, matador, and muggins are all popular variants of game using what objects whose name has surprisingly no connection to the number 2 in any language?
I was thinking like double Dutch or something, but like that doesn't. But that's I don't think. But that does have a reference to the number 2 in English.
That's right. The greatest of all languages.
Chicken food or foot? Did you say?
Foot. FOO.
Chicken foot.
Okay. Sorry.
Chicken
foot. Let me just double check that.
No connection to the number 2 in any language.
No connection.
This is another like what connects these things. I like this. Are we gonna get 8 of these?
Unfortunately,
and then what connects all the questions?
And then what connects? Yeah. No, I think the listener would be painfully confused. No, it's chicken foot with a T. Sorry
chicken
foot. Chicken foot.
Trevor, any idea?
Okay.
So I like where you're going with double Dutch or like hopscotch. Some kind of chicken foot makes me think of something you're doing. You're hopping around, you're jumping around. Hopscotch, jump rope. And the question is, what types of using what objects?
Well, what would sound like it has? What would be a name that sounds like it could be related to the number 2, but it's not related to the number 2 in any language?
It's funny you say that because I was thinking it was the objects were pairs of things, or you play it in pairs of things, but the name doesn't have a pair of anything, or it's not a 2 in any way. I don't think the name has 2 anywhere in it. I think there's something surprising about. So are you like flipping a thing? Is it like coin flip games, or it's?
I think we'll need to go to the next one.
Yeah, I think we need to come back.
No problem. Let's move on to question number 3. What 2022 film, often interpreted as a Civil War allegory, grossed only $185,000 in its opening weekend in the US, but when re-released in theaters after Oscar nomination announcements, saw numbers rise 383%?
So it was a 2022 film?
Yep. I'll give you the question again. What 2022 film, often interpreted as a Civil War allegory, grossed only $185,000 in its opening weekend in the US, but when re-released in theaters after Oscar nomination announcements, saw numbers rise 383%?
I didn't see it, but this was the one about the press. It was like about journalists, right? There was some journalist-related film that everyone was talking about being Civil War related, and that it was very pertinent to the times. Rats! I was really counting on you.
Well, 2022 films must have been the 2023 Oscars. So if it was like a Best Picture nominee, that was the year with like the Banshees of Inisherin, I think, and like the Fabelmans, Elvis, and Tar. What won that year? Oh, is that everything? Is that Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No.
But that's not a Civil War. Oh man.
I mean that is a fantastic question, but I didn't think Everything Everywhere All at Once. Everything Everywhere All at Once had a bunch of extensions and re-releases, but that was all before the Oscars. I mean, it didn't also have a great opening, but
it also might have been like a not a Best Picture nominee, or it might have been. I guess you can have. Can you have a 2020, like an early 2022 movie, be in the 2022 Oscars? I don't think so.
I don't actually know what the cutoff time is.
Yeah.
Is it calendar year or not?
I think it is calendar year. I don't know. I think we're gonna need to come back to this one too, unfortunately. Hopefully this theme is gonna really illuminate a lot in us. And I could be getting the year wrong for the movies that I'm listing there.
Well, let's see, because I do think that some of the questions later in the round are easier. So let's see how we go. Next question is, what is the only known slave rebellion in human history that led to the founding of a state which was both free from slavery and ruled by non-white former captives?
I mean, I think I know this one. I think
it's the one that comes right after the French Revolution, right? Oh no.
I was thinking Haiti. I was thinking like the Haitian Revolution.
Thank you. Yes, the Haitian Revolution. That would be my thought.
Is French related. But that's the only one that I can think of that led to the founding of a state point of clarification. When you say state, do you mean like a country, like a sovereign entity? Yeah. Not like a U.S. state. Yeah. I feel good about. So I mean, I don't know if I don't know if it has like a more specific name. That's the thing, but I would say, I put this in our notes. I'm gonna say Haitian, or Haiti, or Haitian rebellion or revolution or something. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if it has a more specific name.
Yeah,
but I feel good about Haiti being the country.
Yeah, agreed.
I think.
Well, you've put a guess in for one. So let's move on to the next one. So we're on question number 5. The Red Sea, Jericho, and the Sea of Galilee are all the sites of what, biblically speaking? The Red Sea, Jericho, and the Sea of Galilee are all the sites of what, biblically speaking?
Trevor, you're our Bible guy.
These would be big miracles. The Red Sea is the separating when Moses is the parting of the Red Sea. Jericho is when the people of Israel blow trumpets and march around the walls, and then God knocks them down. And then the Sea of Galilee, I believe, is
Jesus
when
walks on water.
It's where Jesus either is the walking on it's the walking on water, but then he comes aboard the boat, and the fishermen can't find any fish, and he has them throw their nets on the other side of the boat, and they find a bunch of fish, which is also a major event. So I would say miracles, sort of loosely.
Yeah. Miracles as kind of how I would probably write that down. But miracles, like miracle on ice. Are these all things on ice? Haitian Revolution on ice.
What does that look like, Graham? What does the Haitian Revolution on ice look like?
I'm not going to answer that because I don't want to get canceled.
Okay, well, that's a solid guess. So let's move on to the next question. Question number 6, and this one I think is where they start to get a lot easier. You might be quite literally dicing with death if you tried to prepare the Japanese delicacy fugu at home. The toxin found in its organs is 1,200 times stronger than cyanide. What animal is it? You might be quite literally dicing with death if you tried to prepare the Japanese delicacy fugu at home. The toxin found in its organs is 1,200 times stronger than cyanide. What animal is it?
I think I know this one, Trevor.
My thoughts go to I'm trying to think about the Japanese delicacy. My thoughts go to like a pufferfish, as a kind of
I think that's
Eastern,
exactly right.
Yeah. Okay. It was either pufferfish or some sort of sea anemone. I think an anemone occasionally makes its way into Japanese cuisine, but pufferfish would be where I would go to start.
Yeah, I mean, I know that pufferfish are a delicacy, but they are very poisonous and venomous.
What's the difference?
Yeah, look it up.
We'll tell you the difference between poisonous and venomous in our banter after the show.
I'm gonna add a slight asterisk to this question, which I wasn't sure whether I needed to add or not. Which is that the animal in question, and I'm not saying you're right or wrong, the animal in question has 2 different common names. But
I was going to bring up it's either pufferfish or blowfish.
But only one of those names will be valid for the theme.
Okay.
Yeah. If it was that, if it was either of those names, only one of them would be valid.
Eventually, if we use this round in a trivia, this is something we come up against a lot about, like wanting people to write something specific and having to give a clue of being like, the name we're looking for has like X number of letters or something. We'll have to, maybe we can talk afterwards about how we would think about doing that. But definitely something to think about there.
It's always one of those things where you don't know, like, it's like hard not to be like super wordy. Like, this is the little bit of how the sausage is made. If anyone's watching that comes to our trivia, but like a lot of it's like there's like a slightly correct answer they could write. How do we get them not to write that?
This is the difficulty of doing like the hidden theme is that it's not just that we need them to write the correct answer, it's that we need the correct answers to also be something that fits the theme. So we need to ask questions that have a really specific, it's a tough. Okay, so we'll move on to question number 7. Wait, are we on 7? Am I right? Am I counting right? Yes, we're on number 7.
I think 6, right?
No, you, I think, are 1 out in your numbers.
I'm 1 out in my notes.
You're 1 out. Yeah, 4 was the slave rebellion, 5 was the biblical, 6 was the 7. What company in 2017 dropped its long-standing slogan "Fair and Balanced," replacing it with "Real Honest Opinion," and only 6 years later was forced to pay the largest defamation settlement in US media history?
I mean, I have a couple guesses for this.
Yeah.
So 6 years later brings us to 2023. And that could be when Fox News had to pay the Dominion voting machine lawsuit for the 2020 election. But despite me seeing this company, the Fox News building every day, I don't know. Real Honest Opinion. I mean, it's the only thing that comes to mind is Fox News.
By the way, for reference, for anyone who's listening, Graham adamantly supports Fox News and chose to work there. He had various offers, but
I don't work. First of all, I don't work at Fox News.
I think I remember him saying he was like, I just want to dedicate my life to furthering the cause of Fox. I think that's what you said.
Yeah, Graham. What is your real honest opinion?
I respect all journalism. I don't work at Fox News. I respect all legitimate journalists.
Yeah, good save there with the
yes.
Two very different things.
I'm not saying anybody is more or less legitimate than anybody else, but I respect all legitimate journalism.
Yes, perfect, absolutely. And I do not work at Fox News Media.
And I do not work at Fox News, despite I work in that building.
They're just neighbors. I just pay them rent. Okay, so
I mean, I feel at 7. You said I feel pretty good about Fox News Dominion voting machine lawsuit. I mean, another recent one. I mean, this is more recent than because this was a 2024 election thing, but Paramount had to pay the Trump library fund or something, some money for the 60 Minutes interview. But I don't think
those slogans don't.
I don't think that was that much money, and 2023 wouldn't be the right year. So I feel pretty good about Fox News there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's hear this last question, then let's do a little review.
Yeah.
Here is your final question of the round. On November 7th, 2020, in the cozy neighborhood of Holmesburg in northeast Philadelphia, between a sex shop and a crematorium, Time Magazine's Person of the Year 2001 embarrassed himself in front of what business?
Oh, I know exactly what this is.
What is this? Tell me about this. I have no idea.
The thing that got it for me was the Time Person of the Year 2001, because I believe it was Rudy Giuliani after 9/11. Got Time Person of the Year. And this was another Donald Trump election thing. This is when Giuliani. Hey, Leo, any news question? If it happened in current events in the last 6 years, I should be able to get it.
I know, which is why when I was writing this round, I was like, one of these is fine. 2 of them is just giving Graham the answers.
This is when Rudy Giuliani went to Four Seasons Total Landscaping. So I guess the answer would be Four Seasons Total Landscaping. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Four Seasons Total Landscaping is what it was called because the story is that they thought they were booking the press conference at the Four Seasons in Philadelphia. Remember, en route to Philadelphia, massive cheating, and then they did the thing outside of the landscaping company. Yeah, it was really, really funny. Okay, so Four Seasons. Let's review what we have. So number 1, Leo, can you remind us what number 1 was?
Yeah, absolutely. Question number 1 was a police box, an hourglass, a car, and a jacuzzi are all types of what?
Oh, are these? I think I have this one. I think I have it.
What do you got?
Jacuzzi, hot tub time machine, a car, the DeLorean, an hourglass is the Harry Potter one, police
Yes,
box.
yes, yes,
Is
yes.
that Doctor
That's
Who?
it's a
Yeah.
what's the
These are all
thing
time
called?
machines.
They're all time machines. Oh,
Yeah, what is it called again in Doctor Who? It's the
it's the
Dalek. No, that was wrong. I've never seen Doctor Who.
one of our 4 listeners is going to be really mad that we don't have the Doctor Who lore down.
Wait,
I
it's
personally am very sad that you don't know your Doctor Who lore, but I will forgive you.
It's going to come to me later.
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to get
we'll
it
cut all
yourself?
this out.
No. We'll get to it. We'll waste the listeners' time. Okay, time machines.
Time machines. Time or machine.
Seasons.
I will tell you, by the way, that I guess again for question number 1, I'm hoping that you'll put the singular, not the plural. So I guess I would have to figure out how to change the question.
They are all a type of time machine.
Yeah.
Time machine. Okay, so machine is probably our machine learning. All right, and number 2.
Number 2, Chickenfoot, Matador, and Muggins are all popular variants of game using what object whose name has surprisingly no connection to the number 2 in any language?
Objects.
Objects.
It's not, so it's definitely a type of game. Yeah, it's popular variants of what game, or of a game using what objects. No connection number 2. It has to be something that sounds like it has like a word for 2 in it or something. I know I know I said that already, but I'm kind of going back to this idea of like double or dual or something.
The reason why I think jump ropes is because if the official name, you have 2 people doing the rope and you've got 2 ropes. Like you've got
right, but that is a reference to that is a reference to the
only if you call it double dutch, which I'm saying is just a subset of the official. It's like skipping. It's skipping rope.
Let's come back to this.
Type.
I think we're gonna need to get the theme for that one.
Okay. Yeah.
3 was the movie one, right?
3 was the movie one.
Yeah.
Civil War allegory. Man, I thought it was called.
I mean, if
Civil War.
If I'm getting my year right. This might be a really dumb idea. I'll say it anyway. I'm getting my year right. It could be Banshees of Inisherin or Inisherin. I forgot how to say it. If it's not the American Civil War.
Because what was Banshees of?
It's about Ireland. And it's like these two friends that are like fighting each other. Like Martin McDonagh, I think that's the name of the actor. Like randomly decides to stop being friends with Colin Farrell.
I mean, that seems like a pretty good allegory for Civil War.
And that's like a arty movie that would definitely have like another run after it gets a Oscar nomination. But
Banshees,
I don't know. Yeah, I mean Banshees. So what do we have? We have Time Machine 2. We don't have. 2 is the game.
Could be
3, we're thinking maybe Banshees of Inisherin. I don't know how to spell that.
It's probably not the hyper specific. Yeah, it's probably Banshees.
The next one was something like the Haitian Revolution.
I'm wondering if it's Uprising. For some reason, I have Uprising in my mind, but yeah, Haitian Revolution.
I'll put an Uprising in our notes. Uprising 5. 5 is Blowfish. We're pretty confident about that. 6 is 4 is the Miracles. 5 is Blowfish. 7 is we think Fox News, and then 8 we think 4 Seasons, Total Landscaping. this might be staring us in the face.
Real quick, miracles. Another way to say that would be they're sites of acts of God. An act of God would be a different way to say miracle that might prove better fodder for hidden theme language. Okay. Okay. Let's come back to that. Miracle, acts of God, blowfish, Fox News. Sorry, picking back up where you're at. Fox News was our next one, and then
Four Seasons Total Landscaping. So Time Machine, the game one. We can definitely get this game one. Let's go away from Jump Rope for a second.
Okay. Matador.
Chickenfoot, Matador, and Muggins. Could it be like a chess? Checkers? Is that like a 2 thing? Is it a card? It could be a card game. Using what objects? So, but the objects are the things. I think it's the thing that's like the object's name is the thing that has a connection to 2. Oh, what about dominoes? Is that like a duo or like duo or domino?
Could be dominoes.
The pizza chains. Domino's pizza. Banshee's pizza. Miracle pizza.
Classic act of God pizza. If it's hopscotch, I went down a little rabbit hole in my brain that if it was like hopscotch, could it be Scotch Guard?
Machine.
Miracle. I know.
We feel good about the word machine. Leo corrected us on machines to machine. So therefore, we should feel good about the word machine being one of our keywords. So what are words
and he
that
corrected
come
us on
before
pufferfish.
Right. What are and blowfish, right? What are words that could come before machine? Sex machine.
Graham's nickname. All washing machine, all kinds of
machine gun. Banshee gun? No, Banshee's gun. Fox gun.
Mode.
Miracle grow.
Miracle grow. Oh, we've got ringing in the background.
No. Oh, sorry.
Foxconn. Con.
Leo, do you want to give us a nudge? Are we like really wrong on anything?
No, you are doing great in terms of answering the questions correctly.
That's honestly that's worse. That's worse.
I will say that the theme is quite tough, but I'm hoping that if you focus on the unusual words and try and figure out associations with them, so miracles to some extent, banshees, blowfish, if any of those spark familiarity.
Banshee is like a thing that like a spirit that cries, maybe. I'm trying to think. I'm going back to like thinking about The Witcher. Like, aren't there banshees in The Witcher?
Yeah, they're commonly like fantasy. They're things that scream and have.
Could these be like
kidnapped children?
Could these be like one theme that we did like forever ago, or maybe Leo just did this one? It was like Beyonce songs. Or could this be like things that are connected because they are like part of like an artist's repertoire, or like an artist, like a painter type thing?
Oh, machine. What an interesting question. Yeah.
Or like albums or something.
You're definitely getting a bit warmer. I think I will say I think that banshees might be a less easy get for you here. I think that Blowfish might be a little more familiar. I think that, honestly, some of the other ones, like Time Machine, Fox News, Four Seasons Total Landscaping.
Oh, wait,
Do you have it?
hang on. These are all the bands that accompany major artists. So and so and the Banshees, Hootie and the Blowfish, the Something and the Miracles, the Something and the Seasons, the News. Oh my God, Huey Lewis and the News.
Huey Lewis
No!
and the News. How could I forget Huey Lewis?
Okay. Okay.
Derek and the Dominoes.
Derek and the Dominoes. Oh my
God!
Dominoes. Incredible.
I knew it was
Incredible.
Dominoes. Florence and the Machine.
Oh yes, Florence
what
and
is
the Machine.
Banshees? What is Banshees?
It's Susie and the Banshees. Yeah, Susie and the Banshees. Not the biggest well-known act, but you know.
What was the Revolutions?
Revolution, Haitian Revolution, and Prince and the Revolution. It was Prince's backing band in the early days.
That's right.
Yeah.
Miracles?
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles.
Huey Lewis and the News. And then what was the Four Seasons? Oh, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Yeah, and Hootie and the Blowfish, obviously.
And Hootie and the Blowfish. Ah, good round. That's a
really great round. Oh, man.
That's very, very good.
Boy, we were coming in hot there. Took a little bit of nudging, but man,
I'm so glad you got it, because the look on your face when you got it was great. That's
well done, Trevor. Well done.
Yeah, well done. Because it's quite a tough
really good one.
Yeah,
it's a tough theme, but I feel like we did okay on the questions.
You guys did really well, especially going back over and figuring out the questions. You did really well.
Yeah.
The theme itself is tough for a couple of reasons. One is that it's like a bit more, I don't know, like it takes a bit longer for your brain to get there. But I think also some of those bands are really well known, like Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
But then the word machine is harder to pick out a little bit,
for sure.
Whereas, I feel like maybe people aren't as familiar with Susie and the Banshees or Smokey Robinson and the Miracles and stuff like that.
I want to try to... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I have a few that I didn't use that we could, throw up as a possible, if we wanted to tweak anything. I had Heartbreakers. I can't remember who that is now.
Tom Petty.
Is that Tom Petty? Yeah. But I couldn't think of like Heartbreakers plural, like how to get that in. There's a rom-com, but it wasn't. I couldn't do that. Pips for Gladys Knight and the Pips. I wondered about the Pips, but
Dominoes thing. Yeah.
Another Dominoes question. There is Wailers for Bob Marley and the Wailers, but like, how do you ask about Wailers? Because
Wailers, yeah.
Yeah, it's too hard.
Especially because it's WAI. It's a pun. All the old band names used to be puns.
Yeah, the Beatles. Yeah. And then
the Beatles were such a pun that I didn't realize they were a pun until I was 25, and I was like, oh, that's not how you spell Beatle.
Oh my God, I'm only realizing this now.
And Trevor's what, 60?
This is a trivia first. Yeah, I can't believe they didn't explain that when I saw them live. That is.
I did. Leo and Trevor, I did in 2023 a fill-in round that was name the blank in the blank in the blank band names. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick pop quiz really here.
Oh, I shouldn't have said I remember it.
Blank and the Attractions.
Elvis Costello. I almost used that one, but I couldn't think of a good thing.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Florence and the Machine was one. Blank and the E Street Band.
Bruce Springsteen, of course you put that in.
Yeah, pretty easy. Fitz and the blank.
Tantrums.
Another hard one. Blank and the Heart. This is a tough one.
Are they called the Head and the Heart or something?
Yeah, the Head and the Heart.
Oh, nice.
Blank and the Sunshine Band.
Casey.
Yeah.
Casey and the Sunshine.
Blank and the Funky Bunch.
Marky Mark.
Yeah. Right. And then Noah and the blank.
Whale.
Yeah. Wow. Well done.
That's nicely done.
Actually,
great
that's
teamwork.
A really good one. That's a really good one. The whale could be a possible answer.
Another movie one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or just an animal one if you want.
Yeah, just an animal one. Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a few options in there. We can.
That's a really good round though. Well done.
That's a cool round.
Thank you.
Fantastic round.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I'll talk you through a few bits and bobs from the round just in our last few minutes here. Time Machine. some great facts about time machines. So you guys recognize the time machine from Doctor Who, which is called the...
Wait, we're gonna get this.
Hang on.
We're gonna get this.
It's
It's
right
called
there.
the...
We'll cut for time. Listen, folks at home,
don't
we're
cut it
going to
for
be
time.
here for
No,
an
make them
hour,
listen
and
to
then
it.
we're going
Make them
we're
listen
going
to
to
it.
cut out the time that we spend thinking about the... Don't say it.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. It's the...
What letter does it start with?
No,
T.
don't say that.
T. The time machine.
No. The
TARDIS.
TARDIS.
Yes.
God damn it. Damn it.
Yeah.
TARDIS.
The TARDIS. By the way, do you want to hear a terrible joke about time machines? I have one.
Yes.
Do you want to prepare the drum sound while I'm doing it?
Yes. Give me a second.
It's gonna be the death of me.
Here's my joke.
Okay.
My joke for you this week is I spent all morning inventing a time machine, so that's 5 hours of my life I'm definitely getting back.
Good job.
Thank you.
You heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. He said that is his one joke of the week.
No,
joke of the week for us.
I lied.
Is that
I lied. The TARDIS from Doctor Who. We had the Time Turner from Harry Potter. Although I guess an hourglass. Prince of Persia, Sands of Time. That's
right.
That's right. The DeLorean from Back to the Future, and the hot tub from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Nicely done.
It's really good. It's so funny that I was thinking board game things at first. And I was really trying to be thematic about okay, Clue is a special edition of Monopoly or something. It's nope, they're just time machines.
Nope,
I love
time
it.
Machines. That was great.
Do you know who coined the term time machine and when?
Ooh. I can make a few guesses.
Yeah, is it some kind of science fiction writer?
I was thinking it's either a scientist or a science fiction writer. Is it a science fiction writer?
It is a science fiction writer.
Asimov?
No, earlier.
Asimov would be.
I don't know how familiar you'll be with his writing. You will have read at least one of his stories. Well, or you are familiar with, even if you haven't read.
Is it Philip K. Dick?
It's not. Earlier than that.
Earlier, yeah.
It's the guy who wrote The War of the Worlds. Do you know who that is?
H.G. Wells, right?
Nice.
H.G. Wells. Yeah. Friend of the podcast, because H.G.
Friend of the show.
We've
used H.G. Wells as our Mercury question.
Yeah. But H.G. Wells wrote a novel in 1895 called The Time Machine, and that is he coined the term time machine. It's not the first example of a story in which a mechanical device causes travels in time. That came just a few years earlier. In 1881, there was a story called The Clock That Went Backward, where a clock sends someone backwards in time.
Oh, cool.
Which is cool. But that was a short story that was published in a New York newspaper called The Sun, and it was completely forgotten for 100 years until later, when science fiction was really popular, someone managed to find it again and establish it as the first true time travel.
I like that.
That's very cool.
Person getting credit. I like that.
In H.G. Wells' story, The Time Machine, do you know what year he travels to, the protagonist?
He goes forward or backwards?
He goes forwards in time.
I'm going to say 2015, just like Back to the Future.
No, I love that. I sort of thought it was going to be something like that. It's actually, he goes to the year 802,701, so much further into the future. I don't know how you didn't get that exactly right.
He was very optimistic. I don't know that I would go to the year 2300.
No, I wouldn't. Nothing's going to be standing.
Also, do you guys know the theory about time travel, time travel and telephones, as to why we haven't, as far as we know, encountered any time travelers?
This is my favorite. This is my favorite conspiracy theory of Leo's, so I will bow out.
It's the idea that the reason we haven't encountered any time travelers is because when time travel is invented, it's a technology like mobile phones, where if you had one phone and you were the only phone in the universe, you couldn't call anyone. You need a second phone as a receiver. And so time travel is the same thing, where you can only travel if you have a device at the sending end and the receiving end. And so once time travel is invented, it will be usable from there forwards, but never back earlier than that point.
And then you also have your joke about the Titanic, right?
Oh yes, yeah. My conspiracy theory about the Titanic is that the real reason the Titanic sank was from all the extra weight of the time travelers who went back to save it. which is great.
I love that.
Anyway, enough about time travel. Dominoes,
Dominoes.
28 tiles in the traditional European set, but they're also known as pieces, bones, rocks, stones, or men, which I think is lovely. A bunch of nicknames for dominoes. The earliest mention of dominoes is from the 13th century in China. So it's pretty old, but the name, because I threw out the like two thing because people think of dominoes and dos, in Spanish, they're like dos, two things, and because they have like two sides, like there's a line in the middle, they've got two ends. Nothing to do with that. It's probably from its resemblance to a kind of carnival costume worn during the Venetian carnival, black hooded robe, white mask, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
How curious.
Yeah. Dominoes, a deeply boring game, Dominoes, if you ask me. I'm sorry to offend.
I've never played dominoes.
I'm surprised you don't like. I'm surprised.
I've only ever played
that.
dominoes to like line them up and then knock them over and like a trail of falling over dominoes.
Yeah. Banshees of Inisherin. Do you guys know what Inisherin means?
It's not. I assumed it was the place they are, but I guess it's not. Is it like?
It's a fictional island that was made up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it literally the name means Island of Ireland. So he's like, look at this thing that's happening on a fictional place called the Island of Ireland. So of course it's meant to be a Civil War analogy. I threw that question, so the phrasing of that question I hoped would make you guys think it was American Civil War, but I didn't say American anywhere.
Yeah.
But I
leave it to the Brit. Leave it to the Brit.
Yeah, but I am glad that you, Graham, but you were like, it could be a different Civil War, and I was like, yes, good thing.
I feel pretty good that I still know my Oscars years pretty well.
Yeah.
No,
it was the first film you named from that year. You were like, that was the year with Banshee. Like you nailed it straight away.
That was great.
That was a great movie.
Great movie. Yeah, the Civil War, Irish Civil War. Do you guys know what year that was?
I mean, I can guess. But go ahead.
The Troubles are in the 90s. The 1990s.
So all our Irish listeners, these guys don't know when that.
I'm a big fan of the Cranberries. I'm a big fan of the Cranberries. That's as much as I
mean, the movie takes place way earlier than the 90s, I think.
It does. It actually takes place during the Irish Civil War, even though they're on an island, not the mainland, so it's not like
70s?
scenes of it. No, 1922, 23. Yeah.
Oh man, we were partying back then.
Yeah.
We were having a grand old time.
Exactly, and obviously when it got released, it had so little. It did really well in the UK and in Ireland, whatever. But when it got released in America, it had no real buzz. But then it got nominated for Best Actor for both of the leads. Got nominated for Best Actor. It's Colin Farrell. Martin McDonagh is the director. The director. It's the other guy who's
Brandon Gleeson or something.
It's Brendan Gleeson, whose son is Donald Gleeson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was that. The Haitian Revolution, amazing part of history where the rebellion, the uprising became a fully fledged revolution and was entirely successful. It was the biggest slave revolution since what? What was the biggest one or the second biggest before it?
Slave revolution.
Or uprising.
Moses leading the Jews out of Egypt. I have no idea.
a little bit later than that, but not as much later as you would think.
Is it a Roman? Hang on. Is it like a Roman uprising of? Yeah.
What's the most famous one?
I haven't seen.
What's his name? Where all the we had a question about this not long ago. It was on the. Oh no! I'm not gonna get there. I'm not gonna get there. But we just had a question about this, Leo.
Did we?
I thought because on the road to we had the question about roads.
I don't know whether we included it in the end, but yes, all of the people who were part of the uprising who weren't killed in the battle were then crucified. And it is it's Spartacus.
Spartacus, yes.
Yeah.
Drat. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We were just talking about this.
Yeah, the Haitian Revolution was the largest slave uprising since Spartacus's unsuccessful revolt against the Roman Republic 1900 years earlier. So it was a long time. Yeah, it's a great little fact. But yeah, then the Haitian Revolution, awesome stuff, well worth looking into. Then I had miracles. I didn't really know how to clue miracles, but you got it so quickly, Trevor. You nailed that this was all the miracles, and miracles still happening today. Even this year, there was July 2025.
Graham's getting married.
Yeah, that's true. That's the real miracle is that Graham will not die.
God.
Well, the real miracle is I tricked somebody to marry me.
Shout out Sophia.
Yeah.
But even like recently, like Pope Leo has already approved a miracle. Like he's.
Don't talk about yourself in the third person like that.
I do call myself Pope Leo. Yeah.
Wait, Pope Leo has put in a requisition for a miracle? How does the approval process for miracles work? What does that mean?
He fills out a JIRA ticket for a miracle with God.
Yeah. So basically what happened is there was a newborn in Rhode Island who had severe oxygen deprivation. The doctor prayed for the intercession of a 19th century Spanish priest, and the infant's condition inexplicably improved, which means that the priest is now more likely to get sainthood, because they intervened.
Wow.
Because you need 3, right? You need 3 major acts.
Now. I think you only need 2 major acts now.
They don't build them like they used to.
The bars are so much lower. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but yeah, so miracles still being absolutely approved by
ordained.
Blowfish, pufferfish. So yeah, this one we need to think about how are we going to make sure they say blowfish, not pufferfish. They're not the same thing, and I think actually fugu is technically a pufferfish, but is colloquially called a blowfish. So we'll have to see how we do that one.
So real briefly, I have an anecdote about eating blowfish in China at a business meeting. They at this very high widely regarded restaurant. They bring out a bucket with a blowfish swimming around in it, and they explain through a live one, and they explain that this is a great delicacy. The venom, because we'll come back to this. The toxin is neutralized if it's cooked for 45 minutes. And they explain that sort of briefly. And then they take the bucket away, and 20 minutes later, they come back with it. And during that explanation, they say, but a good chef, a great chef, can neutralize the toxin much faster if they do their job right. And so they bring out 20 minutes later, they bring out this fish and they start passing around, and everyone's leaning in watching, myself and my colleagues like, go on, and we're like, well, I mean, we don't want to hog it, let's all at least eat it at the same time so that but no, spoiler alert, I did survive. Must have been a great chef.
No way. But the problem is, even if you'd all eaten it at the same time, how many of you were there?
There was probably like 11 or 12 of us in total.
Not enough. One fugu can kill 30 people. That's how much venom they have. Yeah. I mean, so it's not venomous. It's got venom, but it is poisonous because obviously poisonous. If you bite it and you die, poisonous. If it bites you and you die, venomous. I mean, I guess you don't have to die. You can just be really.
And if you bite each other at the same time, that's 69ing.
Oh my god.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I have a bunch of pufferfish facts, but I think I'm going to skip most of them. But they are fascinating. There is no known cure, by the way, for pufferfish venom.
And it kills you fast. It's a powerful neurotoxin.
Really powerful neurotoxin. They obviously themselves, they have a mutation in their nerve cells which prevents the toxin from binding to them. But it's and they have one of some other fun facts. They have one of the smallest genomes among vertebrates, so it's really useful for genetic research in comparison with humans. They're fascinating creatures.
Very cool.
Yeah,
delicious.
And then my final 2 questions were Fox News and Four Seasons Total Landscaping, which I don't have anything to say about either of those. So,
Hey, thanks for coming to the show.
The Four Seasons Soda Landscaping company has a Twitter account now where they're like quite politically active.
No
which is kind of
way.
funny.
They're
Yeah,
the
I don't know if it's an
Jerry's
official
of landscaping companies.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the time, they were kind of not a politically active company at all. I believe the owner had been on record as saying that she sort of supported Trump, but didn't want to have him round for dinner. Which, yeah.
Well,
but yeah,
that's how I feel about Trevor.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's my full round. Thank you guys for playing.
It was great. It was so good. I love
fantastic.
this theme. I cannot wait to use this theme at the bar, and I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of really fun other rounds for like rounds 2 and 3. A really fun music round. I think this is a great round.
Yeah, it was very cool. Thank you, Leo, for putting that together.
You're very welcome.
Well, as always, follow us on Instagram at Evil Trivia, Patreon at Evil Trivia. And if you live in New York, come out to the bar. We're at Radagast and St. Timothy's on Tuesday nights at 7:30. Get there early to get a table. Starting to fill up, which has been pretty awesome to see. Maybe some more locations soon, and hopefully we'll see you there. If not, see you next time on the Evil Trivia podcast. Trademark, copyright, patent pending.
Bye.